Hi, we continue to discuss section 4b, the off payments part 2. So this time we discuss perpetuities. So consider the perpetuity immediate with M3 payments, so M times a year. So that means the time diagram is M years, the infinitely long, but the payment is every 1 over M years. So 1 over M, 2 over M, 1 and 1 plus 1 over M, 1 plus 2 over M, and 2 and so on. So it continues infinitely many times. So each time that we get the payment of 1 over M dollar, and we want to calculate present value of this annuity. And this time we can just take the limit. So present value is limit n goes to infinity, a right angle n superscript m. So this is the limit n goes to infinity, 1 minus v to the nth power over I superscript m. And v to the nth power, v is less than 1, so this goes to 0. So that means this limit is 1 over I superscript m. So the formula is this. So present value is 1 over I superscript m. And for usual annuity immediate, just the $1 payment per year, the present value is 1 over I. But this becomes 1 over I superscript m. And I superscript m is slightly smaller than I. So 1 over I superscript m is slightly larger than 1 over I. So I would say that this is a right angle infinity. So we write this PV as a right angle infinity superscript m. Maybe that we put I here. Sometimes I is dropped. And we can develop the similar formula for a double dot. So a double dot right angle infinity m I. So this is equal to 1 over the d superscript m by the formula for a double dot right angle m superscript m. And the difference between perpetuity immediate and the perpetuity due is 1 over m dollars. So think about the perpetuity due version of this. Then we have another payment here, 1 over m dollars. So that means the a double dot infinity right angle m is 1 over m plus a infinity right angle infinity superscript m. So you can just use this method. So for usual annuity immediate and the perpetuity immediate and the perpetuity due, the difference is $1. But here difference is only 1 over m dollar. Okay, so now the example. So suppose that I annual effective interest rate is 7% and consider the 2 perpetuities. The perpetuity A, this pays, this is a perpetuity immediate and paying the $365 at the end of each year. So this is usual, the perpetuity immediate. And perpetuity B is a perpetuity immediate paying $1 at the end of each day. So this is basically the case that m is equal to the 1 over 365. And the question, calculate the present value of B over present value of A. So we want to get the proportion. So we can say that which is larger? Which is larger? So you can say that the B is larger because the sum payment is earlier. So for perpetuity A, you have to wait for 1 year to receive some amount. But for B, you can receive $1 each day. So you can receive money earlier. Then in total, 1 year that you receive still $365. So perpetuity D is worth more than perpetuity A. So it's slightly larger. So it's almost the same, but slightly larger. So the answer should be 1.1 or something like that. Oh, actually, the interest rate is 7%. So probably the difference isn't as large as 7%. Yeah, so you receive $1 a day. So on average, you receive payments a half year earlier because you receive every day. So for 1 year. Right. So the first payment is almost 1 year earlier, and the last payment is the same as the annual payment. So on average, that is 6 months earlier. So probably the 3.5% is reasonable expectation. So present value of B is 3.5% larger. Okay, so now that we apply the formula to calculate this. So present value of B over present value of A. Okay, so let's say this as asterisk. And this asterisk is equal to perpetuity due, right? So this is the A, so 365. So I would say the 365 times the A, the right angle infinity, I, and the denominator, this is, sorry, the superscript 365. And the numerator is this usual one. So this is at 7%. So I is equal to 7. So you can say, okay, so 365 cancels anyway. And the denominator, we have 1 over I superscript 365. And the numerator, 1 over I. So I is equal to, okay, so this is I over I superscript 365. And I is equal to 0.07. What is I superscript 365? This is equal to 365 times 1.07 to the power 1 over 365 minus 1. So this becomes, denominator becomes 0.7665. And if you divide this 0.07 by this becomes 1.0345. So it's pretty reasonable. So the perpetuity B, that you can receive amounts that on average a half year earlier. So it's worth basically half year of interest more than the perpetuity A. So 3.45% actually the larger present value. Yeah. So this is an example for the perpetuities for M3 payments.